has a great start this time, and let's see if he leads the pack through, or if it's going to be Marty Sharp. They're side by side, and Sharp's going to take the lead. Roloff in second spot. So Marty Sharp out of Santa Barbara, California, Carpinteria to be more exact, he takes the lead over San Diego rider Earl Roloff, and Roloff, of course, bagging one race already. He's out to capture another one. He's entered 4 races, and let's see if he can win 4 races today. Marty Sharp still holding down the lead as they go. Turn number 6, he's got to be thinking, where is Roloff? As they go down the back straightaway, he's going to find out awfully shortly, because he's coming around turn number 8, and Roloff is starting to pounce as they go around that long sweeping turn number 8, the fastest part of the racetrack. They get up to speeds of about 125 miles an hour. Out of turn 9 they come, and down the front straightaway, 1 lap down and 9 laps to go. Not for long. Roloff gets into the draft, pulls alongside, takes a peek at the lead on the inside, but it's not going to be enough. Sharp closes the door on him as they hit around turn number 1. In third spot is Dennis Smith, and Dennis Smith, of course, hasn't been racing for quite a while, doing an excellent job in third spot, keeping the leaders inside. Curtis Adams running in fourth spot. 138, Craig Martin leading the 750 class in fifth spot. Then comes 377. That is Steve Brubaker running in sixth spot, and Carl Nagy running in seventh spot and currently second in the 750 class. Not fast, but he's not last. As he heads around turn number 5 and 6, he's running second in the 750 class. But look at that lead up in front as we go around turn number 8 right now. It's still Sharp holding off Roloff. Watch Roloff try and do it this time. I think Sharp had too big of a lead as they exited turn 9 last lap. This time he doesn't have that big of a lead. Roloff's going to get him in the draft and try and get him around turn number 1. Here they come down the front straightaway. Roloff and Sharp, and that's exactly the way it's going to be. Oh! Sharp turned around, and as soon as he turned around to see where Roloff was by him, outbroke him into turn number 1, and Roloff takes over the lead. So Roloff into the lead, Sharp in second spot, and Dennis Smith not far behind in third. Dennis Smith hasn't raced in a long time, and he's doing a great job of keeping Roloff and Sharp right up there in front of him, and he's doing a great job in third spot. Curtis Adams in fourth spot. In fifth spot, it's still bike number 138. And that is Craig Martin, who's leading the 750 class. Then comes bike number 377, Steve Brubaker. Then comes bike number 379. And I don't have a 379 down here. But right behind 379 is bike number 42, and that... Sharp's second place position may be threatened here by Dennis Smith if he can keep that bike number 251 going in third. In fourth spot, it is still bike number 383, Curtis Adams. And then coming down here is your leader in the 750 class. That should be bike number 138, Craig Martin. And that is, as he goes by, he's out in front in the 750 class. Uh-oh, one bike coming into the pits with mechanical problems. Bike number 379, that's Bob Ryan. Ryan, we didn't have him on this list. He was out there practicing, so that he doesn't change things as far as the final standings go because he wasn't entered anyway. Carl Nagy coming down here in second spot, bike number 42, but he's being challenged hard now by bike number 490, Jason Perea. Carl's second place position being threatened by... requesting call to pedal a little harder. Well, these three riders still keeping each other in sight. The Willow seems to be inching away just a little bit. But Roloff is having a little bit tougher time this time around than he did in the first race, as Sharp and Smith are not giving up. And Roloff is not having an easy time of it at all. He has to more or less go 9/10 all the way around. And look at Smith go. He's now closing in on the center bubble rider in second spot as they go around turn number 2. In fact, I believe he sees a weak spot in Sharp's riding around turn number 2, and Smith, taking advantage of it, is starting to close in on second place. As they go around turn number 2, Roloff opening up a little bit of a gap over Sharp, but he's not really opening up a gap over Smith, so Smith is closing. They go up the hill now. It's still Roloff, bike number 58. Then comes Sharp, and then comes Smith. In that order for all you fans up on top of the hill. The gas pump. Oh. 377 Steve Brubaker still in the hunt, and of course here's that battle for second in the 750 class. It's still Carl Nagy and Jason Perea coming by the start-finish line. Halfway flag. 5 laps down, 5 laps to go. And here come your leaders now, and look at this. I believe Smith is going to try and make a move on second place on the start-finish straight. Let's see if it happens. Here comes Roloff. Here comes Sharp, but keep your eye on third place, Dennis Smith. I don't believe he can haul him in this lap, but he is definitely closing in on second place. Roloff brakes for turn number 1. Sharp gets into the braking mode, and so does Smith, and they all into turn number 3, Nagy definitely having some problems with Perea now as they come out of turn number 9. Nagy turns around and sees Perea in his draft. Carl turns on the wick a little bit, and now he's pulling away a little bit. That really is the closest race on the racetrack right now, except for that race for the lead. As they come out of turn number 9, it's still Roloff, and look at this, Smith and Sharp, and watch Smith now. He's definitely in the draw to Sharp. Let's see if he gets around him, coming around turn number 1. Here goes Roloff, here's Sharp and Smith. Smith tries to seize the opportunity, can't do it, but he knows he may be able to get in between 1 and 2. This is where he really picks up a lot on Sharp. And there he goes, he exits out of turn number 1 very, very quickly, gets alongside Sharp, but doesn't quite get around him as he goes into turn number 2. So that's where to keep your eye on the action. If there's going to be a pass, Smith may try and do it between 1 and 2. Is that 134 for Smith? Okay, 134 lap time for Smith. It'll put him in the 95.7 mile an hour range, 95.7 miles an hour for Dennis Smith, and he's got to be the fastest bike out there if he can get around Sharp side. In fact, that leading group is going to start coming up on that battle for second in the 750 class between Nagy and Perea down that back straightaway. Okay, the battle for second in that 750 class is going to be overhauled by your leaders, and this should be very interesting as they come down this lap. Roloff's going to try and get around him. Let's see what happens to Sharp and Smith. All eyes focused on that area of the racetrack between 1 and 2. Let's see what Smith can do with these two store riders in the way. Roloff gets around one of them, and Roloff's going to get around Carl Nagy, looks like on the outside. All 5 of those riders going into turn number 2, hot and heavy right now. Sharp's being held up a little bit, but Smith doesn't seem to be picking it up at all. And Sharp is around both those riders, and Smith is the one that gets held up. But Smith gets around us, so we're all in pretty good shape now. They all get free and clear of those 2 lap riders, and now it's going to be probably a wide open race to the checkered flag. cc Open Twins, the over 40 riders, the vintage bikes, Formula 4, and 250cc modified production. There are more classes in there than there probably are entries, so we'll have to check this next race. It's going to be race number 3 on the program. Let's get them up on the pre-grid, please. Okay, a fascinating race. So not a very big entry list, but it's just a fascinating race. All you fans can see how close this racing is between these 3 riders, as you can see all over this racetrack. Roloff still holding on the lead coming out of turn number 9. Sharp and Smith picking it up a little bit. And here they come, and still they hold the same formation as they've held out throughout the race. Sharp turns around and looks to see where Smith is. Well, we're on the white flag lap right now, so this is either make or break time for Dennis Smith, and it's also make or break time for Jason Perea, as it looks like the 750 class, of course, win is going to go to Craig Martin, 138. He's been holding on to that position for quite a while, running in a fine 5th place overall. Okay, your leaders going around the back straightaway. There may be some lap traffic that may come into play in this as they catch up to the guy too quickly, but they're down the back straightaway right now. Dennis Smith is going to make a move on Marty Sharp. He's got to do it right now. And of course, they're not very close, or not very far behind Roloff. It looks like Roloff's got just enough distance to hold it to the flag. And if Dennis Smith's going to make his move on Marty Sharp, he's got to do it right now. All 3 of those riders, veteran riders, it's Dennis Smith, who hasn't been around for a